Hey, this is Julian with Boss Talks on the Rooftop. Find me on IG, Black Marty McFly. Your favorite painter in DFW? Holla at me.
What's up, everybody? This is Bryson Fowler on Boss Talks on the Rooftop. I have the greatest honor today of having with me Julian Johnson. What's up, Jules? How you doing?
Warm. Minus, man.
So we're out here braving the weather, braving the elements, and my man came out here with no jacket. I said, hey, you sure you gonna be all right? And he's like, it's not cold. Then that hawk hit him. He having a hard time. But hey, he's one of the greatest artists out here in the game. He's done artwork for Big Crit. Badu. He actually did a piece for me. Did two actually.
Amari Cooper.
We're talking about me though, because that's important to me. Because he really blessed my game with giving me a tribute to my daughter, who is near and dear to my heart. And I can't thank you enough. Everybody loves that piece that you did for me.
Appreciate that.
I know the big stars, the names, they love the artwork, but bro, like it's phenomenal what you're doing and seeing how far you come along in your craft. What made you start painting?
Crazy story. So like, I mean, my art is basically something that came from tragedy, I guess. Mm-hmm. So I started drawing like 5 years ago, and I went to an art show. At this art show, they had a painter, and I tried to we had the same idealistics, and I was like chopping it up with him after the art show and everything, and I'm like, yo, so how did you come up with the same idea that I had? And I mean, we talked about that, and he looked at my drawing, and he was just like, why don't you start painting? I was like, I'm scared to touch a paintbrush. I'm nervous. That's a lot of mixing colors that I ain't never done before. Long story short, I took $100, spent all of that on art supplies, and I ran with it since. And I taught myself from there.
Nice. Because a lot of your artwork is from what we've seen publicly, right? Is more like personified, but with your own spin to it.
Yeah. So I like concepts, collages, and I'm starting to fall in love with older artists and using their artwork to benefit mine. So I still haven't found a way to benefit Basquiat yet, because I like his artwork, but I'm loving like clothing designs like Goyard. So I use Goyard design to bring out my artwork in a different way. So I'm using Goyard as a background or as a print. Then I'll do that design, and I'll do a painting over that. And I fell in love with Piet Mondrian. His simple concept for me opened up a portal so I can start doing different types of artwork within that one painting. So now it's just not just limited to a portrait. I could just do a woman here. I did one where I did a Piet Mondrian, and I had one woman here, another woman here, a design here, and a print there, and it's just like all of that was on one canvas.
Nice.
So it's just, I use different concepts, and I just see things differently now.
Nice. So when you go into a canvas, are you already predicting what you want to portray, or are you just kind of like letting it naturally come to you?
Usually I know what I want to do up until I started painting. A lot of times I see a vision and I see what I want to see on the finished outcome, and it never turns into that. So I just keep pushing myself every painting to eventually get to that outcome that I want to see, which is, for me, photorealism, making things looking like an actual picture as opposed to a painting. Right.
So you grasp a lot of your inspiration from like what you've seen, or because like I'm really interested in what made you go into doing the Big Crit, and then the phenomenal piece that you did for Erykah Badu. Yo, that joint was fire. So
I I never thought I would do anything for Badu. Not gonna lie. She's one of my favorite R&B artists, but I didn't think nothing of it until I met her.
Oh, wow.
It just happened. And Big Crit is one of my favorite artists, period. Southern artist, he from Mississippi. My grandparents are from Mississippi. And meeting him this time, funny thing was I met him, and I don't get starstruck. But I lost everything I was trying to say to him in that moment. I was just like, yeah. Like, for real, I was like nervous, but I'm like, dang, dude, like I'm actually in front of Big Crit, and he likes my work.
Right.
So that really meant a lot to me. And
is he as cool as he come across?
Yeah. It just messed me up because when I met him, he was just like, oh yeah, I seen you in the crowd. You was over here to the right. And I was like, how did you see me in this crowd? And I'm like, I don't know. It just threw me off when he said that because I was like, you see me in the crowd? That's crazy.
Well, you know, sometimes your light shine bright, man, and other people can really see and pinpoint that out. So, you know, in a room full of darkness, your light shines bright, and that's what I like about you too, Jules. Like, you're one of the most humblest men that I've ever met in my life. And so, like, your journey from where you were to where you're at now, and just knowing you off the bat, like me knowing you, I know the big things that you do. But anybody just coming off and meeting you would never know, because like you stay so low key and so humble. So anyway, let me go ahead and bless the bottle, because we out here.
We out here.
We're supposed to drink.
Yes.
We're supposed to be doing the cigar thing.
Yes.
We're supposed to be doing our rich thing, right?
Please.
So you know what I'm saying. Go ahead and bless the bottle. Yes, sir. I'm gonna pull up. Hopefully not splash. I don't know why I got ice. It's already cold out here.
Literally. I'm out here surviving. After being out here for a whole hour, I'm like,
yeah, you the one that came out here, no sleeves, tough guy. And I
mean, it's different when you running around working. You can handle it, but not sitting still like a lost puppy, just over there shivering my ass off. God damn.
You fell asleep at one point.
I'm looking at them, they looking at me, and I'm just like, so y'all not gonna say nothing? Y'all just gonna look over here and not say nothing. That's cool, that's cool. I know you see me, I know she see me. I'm like, bruh, I'm numb. I'm at this point, I'm numb. I'm good. I'm gonna make it though.
Yeah, but hey, bro, we appreciate you coming out here. So, I got a beef with you, bro.
That's cool.
I got a real beef with you.
That's cool.
It's like every time I try to promote your artwork, I can never find your Instagram name. Like, I was like, Jules the Reb, nope. Julian Johnson, nope. How do we fucking find you?
So, I'm gonna change my IG name to something real simple. But right now it's Black Marty McFly.
Excuse me?
Black Marty McFly.
What do you mean?
It's my IG. Come on, man, let me live. Ain't nobody got that name. Nobody thinks of that concept. Ain't nobody trying to be no Back to the Future or whatever. Or they listen to like 6 people out of thousands. They're like, oh yeah, I know where that came from. I'm like,
so go to how you picked that name.
I was trying to be something different. And I really like Back to the Future, and I also like Kid Cudi, and he likes Back to the Future. So it's like, I mean, why not? Why isn't he Black Marty McFly in the first place? Because I mean, basically, that's what he's doing with his music. So I'm like, I'm gonna take the name for myself. Right.
So you know what I'm saying. So like knowing that that's how you came about it, it makes sense. But like just trying to find you and like, you know, repost and share, like, cause like I said, bro, like you've done 2 artworks when you did a King Legacy for me and you did a tribute to my daughter for me. And like both pieces are phenomenal. Everyone's always hit me up like, oh, how do I reach them? How do I get to them? I'm like, well, shit, I'll send them a message and let them know. And like I can't send them to your IG because you changed it so much. At one point you was T'Challa.
See, with that, I used to dress up as a Black Panther, like right before his movie came out. Yeah, I kind of gave that up. I didn't give up liking like T'Challa, but I was like, well, I can't dress up as him no more. I mean, that's not what I do. But that's how I had that name.
So you got a lot of like trending, what would they call that in the artwork? That type of vibe, because like it's more so like you're like into the superhero and you're into the like the 80s movies. You're like a movie guy. You're a big movie guy.
I am.
So it's
coming
like,
from being an only child, so I mean, like I have a lot of things that I gravitate towards. I'm more than a movie guy. I'm more of a nerd.
Yeah.
So when I watch certain movies, there's certain movies that I like to watch because of visuals. I'm a visual guy, but I also like good stories.
Right.
Movie is only a movie, but if it doesn't have a good story, what are you watching?
Right.
But one movie I really like that a lot of people don't talk about is Fifth Element.
Oh, that's a good one though.
Fifth Element is one of my favorite movies of all time because it had visual, a good storyline.
Right.
I mean,
it was the first black president that I saw in the movie.
I'm saying, but it's like you can't turn that down. And then they tried to piggyback off of that and make a Valerian, and I'm like, I'll take it because of the visual. Because he thought Avatar was great, but I'm like, if you watch Valerian, that's pretty dope visuals right there. I like visual.
What tripped me out, it had Debo as the president. But what also made me mad, we didn't get a black president until we was out in space, off of Earth. And it was like, damn, we gotta wait that long for a black president.
It was ahead of its time, man.
Right.
Then you get Obama, and you're like,
oh, okay, well. Okay.
Can we go to space already?
Yeah, can we go to space? So we got Elon Musk doing the commercial travel along with Amazon, with Jeff Bezos. Are you gonna get in that number when it comes about? You gonna take that flight?
I'll create my own wings if I have to. I don't know about that.
You ain't going?
We'll see.
I can dig it. So what's next for you?
So my next goal right now, I'm taking a chance on myself, and I'm trying to turn my artwork into something that can be replicated. I'm looking at other artists and I'm studying how they do their works. And one thing that I've noticed is a common trend in America, globally, it's a lot of people that want to do realistic, they want to stand out, but they're just following trends. I don't want to follow a trend. So I'm trying to do something for myself where I have my own mark.
Right.
And with that being said, it's I want to be that one black guy in America that has a photorealistic touch to anything he does. So if I want to paint a picture of Kevin Hart, I'm going to paint a picture of Kevin Hart in a different setting.
Right.
Take one of his old pictures, take that little image of him, I mean, not little, no pun intended. But, and then put him somewhere else, like, I could have him sitting here, even though he never was here.
Right.
But it would be him sitting right here with the Dallas skyline behind him.
I ain't gonna lie, that would be dope if Kevin Hart actually came to Boss Talks on the Rooftop.
That's what I'm saying.
I ain't even got no problem.
I could paint that, and then he'll be all like, where is this at? Be like a promotion for you.
Already, shit, I'm with it. Hey, Kevin Hart, if you ever watch this, man, hey, Boss Talks on the Rooftop. Come holler at me.
And bring me a jacket next time. I mean, a jacket that fits my size, because you get it.
Kevin Hart gonna be looking at this. If he ever look, he'll be like, what? For real.
I hope so.
that is the hopes about it. So when you go into setting your own trend, right? I know it like comes about in a different way. It's like it's really hard for me to like understand like artists and really getting you around because your creative vibes are so different. What takes you and puts you in that creative mindset?
I like black art. I like the beauty of black people. I like the beauty of the black women. That's what pushes me. I need to start doing everybody of all shapes and sizes because there's no discrimination and there shouldn't have a need to be.
Right.
But with it being me being a bartender and meeting so many people, I meet a lot of like models and bottle girls, and one thing that I admire is a natural body. I don't know what it is. Big, small, I admire natural bodies.
Well, it's because I can respect that, right? Because we're living in a world where everything's so manufactured.
Yeah.
And like what's promoted is the manufactured woman, right? And whether women understand, like when they say, hey, we're gonna go get our BBL, we're gonna go get this once we're done, we're gonna go, go to Dr. Miami, just so to speak, or for example, and they don't understand, it's like, yo, you're taking away so much of your own beauty that you don't even realize what you're saying.
Right.
And like we actually, like, for you to say like, yeah, we actually like natural beauty, the natural black woman, what she looks like, we like you as you are, that's powerful. And I think a lot of women need to hear that. Not just black women, but just women, period. They need to hear that, hey, we like your natural body.
I wish I could say it more, but it's just like, it's one of those things where you walk into a room full of women and you got that one woman who just got some work done. It's like, it won't make sense to her.
Right.
Because she's going to have her story where she's like, well, I want to do this for this reason.
Right.
There's always a cause to an effect. So I get that.
Right.
I respect it.
Right.
But morally, I respect women, so I like the aspect of love itself. So with that being said, that's how I respect black beauty in a different way. So when I see all of these natural bodies, natural hair, natural skin, it makes me more appreciative of when I paint stuff. So when I see these photos that come out that's edited, perfect, I don't know what it is, but that motivates me to want to paint it. And I'm starting to see how people transform paintings into different colors, different concepts. I like it, but a part of me is like, all right, what can I do if I took a picture of a naked woman? What can I do with that? It's not about just painting the picture to a T. It's more like, all right, so if I paint this picture, what exactly am I trying to portray outside of her body? And with that being said, what I like to do is I think of a concept and I place her on that concept, and I keep placing her on different concepts until it makes sense.
Right.
So that way when you see it, you're like, oh, this is what I want to, this is what I like.
Well, see, now that I know that you're into doing like natural bodies, I want a piece.
Okay.
So I'm gonna need another third piece. It's probably gonna go in my room, but it's neither here nor there. Don't judge me. And then, what you think about that cigar though?
It's the third cigar I've had in my life.
Yeah.
The first time I ain't coughed.
Yeah. Is it smooth to you?
You said it was coffee, right?
Yeah.
That's what it tastes like.
Kind of woke you up a little bit.
Oh, I'm awake.
Yeah,
I'm warm.
See, I told you, that one works.
That's what I was waiting for. I was like, a cigar and some cognac?
Yeah, so it's a full body cigar, right?
It's a full body cigar. It's a full body glass. I mean, glass of Douce, but it works. It does the job. That's what I needed to do.
That's the whole point.
That's the whole point.
That's the whole point. So you know what I'm saying? We're not drinking anything low shelf, drinking top shelf, and then what we're smoking is not like a upper echelon smoke, but it's not a cheap smoke either. It's one of those that like it gets you right to where you need to be, and it warms you up at the same time. So,
do me a favor and name off the different types of cigars, and I can tell you the first one I had.
We'll be sitting here all day. I'm not doing that. We'll be sitting here all day. You know how many different cigars?
Top three.
For me?
Yeah.
I'm not doing that either because they don't pay me for them.
The reason I say that is because my uncle gave me my very first one. I think I turned 21 or so. I can't remember, but he had a humidifier, and he showed me his collection, and he was just like, "I want you to pick one, and you're gonna smoke that for your birthday."
Nice.
And that was my very first experience with a cigar. I almost died, but I made it through.
He didn't school you on how you were supposed to smoke it?
Not even. not even close. But I figured it out. Like I figured out most of the things in my life, and I was just like, all right, cool. This is how it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Whatever. I got it.
Yeah. That's usually like a cigar expert. His little joke on a neophyte. Like, yeah. Just smoke it. Watch you inhaling, watch you almost die over there. Like, yeah, don't do that.
I think I got the hang of it when I was in New Orleans for Mardi Gras. And I met one of my bartender buddies out there. I was with a whole other group, but he just randomly popped up and I was like, oh yeah, you do come out to Mardi Gras all the time.
Yeah. Mardi Gras is March 1st this year.
No. As bad as I want to go back, my first experience was actually a pretty good one. Pretty solid. I liked it. But I will go back one day, but right now I got too much to focus on.
Too much going on.
Yeah, way too much going on that I even thought about.
Well, guys, hey, this is Bryson Fowler on Boss Talks on the Rooftop. Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, and share your favorite videos on our page. And remember, storms don't last, but your home should. Peace. Two fingers. That's lit. That's lit. So.
That's whack. What does it mean? Okay, it mean like, but it's like, deeper lit.
He got the L. He got the L. I got the L.
I wanted to put it.
L.
Yeah, that's
like Marty McFly.
I said, bro, what's your Instagram? All right. I would have never found this shit.
All I know is that bottle is gone, and I'm so sorry.